Today I'm going to show you how and why I'm using single effects with multi-effects. Let's check it out. Okay, so I'm just going to walk you through my pedal board. What I've got going on right now, my drives, my compression, my wah, and my boost. I like to have actual pedals. You can get all those on the M13, but why take up space on the M13 with those effects that sound okay, but when you can have the real thing, they sound so much better. So let's use the M13, the way I'm thinking about this, let's use it just for effects. Maybe delays, reverbs, modulation stuff, okay? All right, first on my board, I'm keeping the Boss DS2, say no more. It's just, that's how you get your fruition on, first of all. I've got a fuzz, it's a cheap fuzz, whatever fuzz you want. I've got a boost, I've got compression, I've got my Ibanez wah, the WH10 V3, and I've got the Wilson's effect mod, so I've got to personally have that. The wah on the Line 6 M13 is great, but you have to click the switch and then use the expression pedal. I want to just be able to push on the thing and start working it, so push on the thing and start working it.
Say what? I'm fine.
I do have one delay pedal, actual pedal on my board, the TC Electronic triple delay. I like it because you can use it in series or parallel. So if you want delay 1 to affect delay 2 and 3, you can. If you want delay 1 to be its own thing, delay 2 to be its own thing, and delay 3 to be its own thing, and they don't intertwine and affect each other, that's parallel. I like that about this thing, or the fact that you can choose it on or off. So the Line 6 and 13, it's all series. So I do like the fact that I can run a delay in parallel. Well, first pedal I guess I got rid of, Tiny Tune. It's a cheap tuner. It works fine, like $30, but this is $30 that I wouldn't spend. Maybe I'll add this up for you. So $30 that I wouldn't spend having the Line 6 and 13 because it has a tuner on it. The MXR analog chorus, it is a good pedal. It's a good chorus. It has a hair on it. To me, the Line 6 and 13's analog chorus sounds a lot like the Boss CE1, the original pedal back in the day. So I'm using the M13. I think there's more control, and it does. It sounds richer, and it sounds more like what I want it to. I spent probably $34 on this Joyo Vintage Phase. It's a great pedal. Has one knob, easy to control. Again, $34, something I can get on the M13 that has more. I can do a 12-stage phase or an 8-stage or a 4-stage. More options. Why would you, I mean, come on. Next, the Line 6 FM4. Kind of hard for me to take this off my board, but a lot of these here on the side, this one I bought, they don't work that good. I don't know if I got a crappy unit, but the ones that I actually use and like, they're fine, so I set them all up. But the M13 has different scenes, so I could set 12 pedals. Right now I can only set 4 on this thing. I could set 4 and that's that. Otherwise I'm gonna have to adjust them. On the Line 6 and 13, I could set up page upon page of every one of these effects. So it's just, there's just more options. Now, does the M13 sound as good as this? Yes and no. Some of the effects on the M13 sound better than this one. The Tron Up though, the one I'm using, I think it sounds better on here. But that's okay. That's the price I'll pay for a little bit of quality, for more options and convenience. And tap tempo. And then the last pedal on my board, this is just a cheap, well, somewhat cheap, Skyverb by Moore. I don't like this pedal, and some of the Moore pedals, like the delays and the time-based effects, they increase like the decibels, like I don't know how many, but, and it's not advertised that they do. They just get louder, and I don't like it. And it's just, it comes on the M13, and the M13 has multiple reverbs I can use, particle verb. So it just works out better to have more options. So let's talk about price point versus quality. Obviously, you're going to spend more money on single effects. You know, if you want 10 effects, They're all $100, let's just say minimum, which we know they're not. But even if they were, you'd spend $1,000. Now, the Line 6 M13 is about $500–600 new. You could buy one off Reverb. And now you could also buy used single effects too. But either way, you're still gonna spend more money on single effects, unless you're the type of person that just has a tuner, 2 overdrives, delay, and reverb. You might be okay just getting single effects and being fine with that, and spending $700–800 on that. That would be fine. But if you want more effects, the Line 6 has more effects. For the money, it blows the other out of the, it's crazy, the effects that you can get. To me, that's worth it. Now, quality, you talk about, do the analog choruses sound as good as, does the chorus that I use on the M13 compare to the MXR? Yes, it does. It actually sounds better, I think. And I don't have to hear this when I'm on stage. It's a quiet part of the song. So I guess the real question is, why would you spend more for less? The Line 6 M13 has all the effects that you would ever need or use, all in one little box. It costs less, and you get more. Now, the drives, I agree, they're not up to par. So use some external drives. Problem solved. This will help you get your frush on. Thank you.